We're visiting this website today. It's called Ben's Guide to U.S. Government for Kids. It's really neat. It has a lot of great information about the United States government, but it's told in a way that is easy for kids to understand. The section that we're going to look at today is Our Government. Our government. Why do we need a government? Imagine what your school would be like if no one was in charge. Each class would make its own rules. Who gets to use the gym if two classes want to use it at the same time? Who would clean the classrooms? Who decides if you learn about Mars or play kickball? Sounds confusing, right? That is why schools have people who are in charge, such as the principal, administrators, teachers, and staff. Our nation has people who are in charge, and they make up the government. Our government, the Constitution. Over 200 years ago, our founding fathers wrote the Constitution. The Constitution is a basic design for how our government should work. The Constitution divides the government into three branches. They are the legislative, executive, and judicial branches. Our government, the legislative branch. The legislative branch makes laws for the nation. The main lawmaking body of this branch is known as Congress. Congress is made up of two parts, the House of Representatives and the Senate. Congress meets at the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. Our government, the executive branch. The executive branch makes sure people follow the laws that the legislative branch makes. The leaders of this branch are the president and the vice president. When making important decisions, the president often asks for advice from a group of 15 helpers known as the cabinet. The president lives at the White House in Washington, D.C. Our government, the judicial branch. When people are unsure about the meaning of a law, the judicial branch listens to many opinions and makes a decision. The judicial branch is made up of courts. The highest of these courts is the U.S. Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is made up of 9 judges. They meet at the Supreme Court building in Washington, D.C. So now you've learned a little bit more about our government.